Dear soul, the angels are gently surrounding you now. They are connecting to your energy to share something surprising and meaningful, something you may not have expected. This message is about what your person's friends truly thought and felt when they saw your picture. What they said afterward may shock you, but the angels ask you to receive this message with an open heart, guided by their love and truth. When your person shared your picture with their friends, it was more than just a casual moment. It triggered emotions, reflections, and conversations that went deeper than even your person may realize. The angels have spoken through the Ten of Pentacles, a card that holds great meaning. It represents emotional richness, deep connection, and the building of a lasting legacy. This was not just about how you looked. It was about the energy you carry and what that means for your person's future. Some of their friends were left in awe. They looked at your picture and saw someone who wasn't just beautiful on the outside, but someone who radiated peace, strength, and a solid foundation. They may have whispered things like, "She looks like someone who belongs," or "He brings a sense of family." They could feel that your presence might be the key to your person's long-term happiness, like a dream they didn't even know their friend had. Your presence felt comforting and complete, like the missing puzzle piece in your person's journey. But some of their reactions weren't just about admiration. The angels revealed something deeper. Some of their comments were projections of their own hopes, fears, and insecurities. While they respected your energy, it also made them reflect on themselves. Some friends may have asked silently, "Why them and not me?" Or, "How did our friend find someone like this?" The way you carried yourself, your inner calm, your confidence, it awakened something in them. It was both beautiful and unsettling, and not all of them were ready to face that reflection. Others may have felt protective. The Ten of Pentacles brings up a desire to protect what is meaningful. Your picture might have stirred concerns. Is she truly good for him? Is he ready for someone like her? These questions didn't come from a place of judgment, but rather from the weight they felt when seeing the potential of your connection. Some worried that if this goes wrong, it would hurt their friend deeply. That's how serious they believed your presence to be. Yet the angels want you to understand something very important. No one's words define your worth. No friend, no outsider, not even your person can measure your light. You are a divine being. You were created with love and intention. The angels see you as complete, worthy, and chosen. So whatever the friends saw in you, whether admiration, envy, or confusion, it all says more about their own spiritual place than it does about you. Now, the angels share another part of this spiritual insight through the Two of Wands, a card of vision, planning, and the future. This means your picture didn't just make your person's friends react in the moment. It made them think long term. It made them wonder, where is this going? What kind of life could this person bring to our friend? They may have felt like seeing your picture opened a new door, one they hadn't seen before. Some of them were excited. Wow, they may have said, this could really change everything. But others hesitated, not because you seemed wrong, but because your energy represented change, and change can be scary. You may have reminded them of a higher standard, of a different kind of love, a deeper kind of partnership. Some wondered if your person was truly ready for that kind of growth, for someone as inspiring as you. The Two of Wands also represents decision-making. So your picture might have made them feel that your person would have to make big choices. Would they leave their comfort zone? Would they step into something bigger than what they've known? Some friends wondered, will she move him away from what's familiar? Or will he take her down a path that leads far from what she's used to? These weren't negative thoughts. They were just real human reactions to something unknown. Still, there was curiosity. Some friends imagined the adventures your relationship could bring. They saw the spark in your eyes, the confidence in your posture, and they sensed the depth in your presence. You weren't just someone to date. You were someone who could change lives, starting with your persons. That alone brought mixed emotions: wonder, hesitation, admiration, and even a little bit of fear. Then comes the angelic insight of the Nine of Pentacles, a card that speaks of self-worth, elegance, and independence. When your person's friends saw your picture, this was the energy you radiated. You looked like someone who knew who they were. Someone strong, someone accomplished, someone who didn't need another person to complete them, but who still chose to love. That kind of energy is rare. Some of them may have said, she's out of his league, or how did he manage to meet someone like her? These words weren't meant to insult. They were simply expressions of shock. You looked like someone who had already built a life of abundance, someone who had stability, grace, and perhaps even luxury. That impression made them admire you, and at the same time, made them reflect on their own places in life. Some may have asked quietly, would she need him? Or would she stay if things got tough? Not because they doubted you, but because they saw you as complete and powerful. The Nine of Pentacles shows someone who stands tall in their own garden, surrounded by beauty and strength. Your person's friends wondered what it would mean to bring someone like you into their world. Would it inspire their friend? Would it challenge them? Yes, there may have been envy. Even if they didn't say it, some felt it. Your independence and confidence made them think about themselves. They wondered if they could ever match that kind of energy. The angels ask you to see this not as a threat, but as a compliment in disguise, because it shows the impact of your presence. Now the angels guide us to the wisdom of the Six of Swords, a card of healing, transition, and moving toward peace. Your picture didn't just surprise your person's friends, it comforted them. For some, it felt like seeing a sunrise after a long night. They may have said things like, she looks like a fresh start, or he brings her peace. Your image made them believe that your person was finally stepping out of the storms of the past and into calmer waters. This card also speaks of emotional healing. Your person's friends may have sensed that you were someone who had the power to help your person leave behind pain, struggles, or past disappointments. They may have felt that you were like a gentle guide, not loud or forceful, but quietly powerful. She's different, they might have said. She feels safe. And yes, this brought up more feelings. Some friends became protective. They wondered if the connection was truly solid, if their friend was ready to receive the love and peace you bring. They asked, is this real? Or will this last? Not because they didn't believe in love, but because they wanted to be sure their friend was stepping into something that could truly heal them. At the same time, your picture may have led some to reflect on their own lives. The Six of Swords teaches that change is necessary. Your light may have shown them parts of themselves they were ignoring. They saw you and felt inspired, but also aware that they had their own healing to do. That's the power of divine presence. Now the angels bring us to the message of the Five of Swords, a card of tension, misunderstanding, and emotional conflict. This is where some truths get revealed that may feel difficult to hear. When some of your person's friends saw your picture, it stirred something within them that was not all light. Some felt insecure, even competitive. You may have reminded them of things they lacked or wished they had. They may have said things like, "She doesn't look like she fits," or "She's too much for him." Not because it was true, but because of how they felt about themselves. The Five of Swords often reflects ego battles and unspoken fears. Some friends feared losing their closeness to your person. They worried about the changes your connection would bring. You may have even felt their energy from afar, a little coldness, a bit of doubt. But the angels urge you not to take it personally. These reactions were born from their own discomfort, not your worth. Your beauty, your presence, your strength. It challenged the balance they were used to. And for some, that was hard to accept. But there is also redemption here. The Five of Swords teaches that clarity comes when we let go of needing to be understood by everyone. Your light will eventually soften their walls. Over time, some who once doubted you may become your biggest supporters. Let your grace and patience guide that process. Finally, the angels speak through the moon, a card of mystery, intuition, and hidden truths. When your picture was seen, it did not just show who you are, it awakened deeper emotions in others. Some felt drawn to you but also confused. They couldn't quite figure you out. "She looks mysterious," they may have said. "There's something about her I can't explain." The moon reveals how people often project their own fears onto what they don't understand. Some of your person's friends may have assumed things about you based on looks alone. They wondered about your past, your motives, or even your future. But their reactions were shaped by their own illusions, not your reality. The angels want you to trust your intuition. If you felt certain energies after your picture was shared, some warm, some cold, you weren't imagining it. You are deeply connected to truth, and the moon reminds you that clarity will come with time. Let people see your light slowly. They will understand more as they observe your actions, your love, and your truth. In conclusion, beloved soul, the reactions of your person's friends upon seeing your picture were complex, layered, and deeply revealing. Some were in awe, some were curious, some were unsure, but all of them were moved. Your energy awakened something in every one of them, whether hope, insecurity, inspiration, or protectiveness. Through the wisdom of the Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Moon, the angels have painted a picture of how deeply you've already made an impact. Whether they said it out loud or held it in their hearts, your presence was felt in a big way. Remember, you are not defined by their words. You are defined by the divine light within you. You are complete. You are guided. And you are part of a love story that the angels themselves are watching over. Trust the path. Trust your energy. And trust that all the reactions, good, uncertain, or envious, are simply signs of how powerful your presence truly is. Type Amen if you trust in the divine path. The angels are with you, blessing this connection with love, grace, and protection. Always.